Yum 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 yum. Oh, where's my pen? Yum yum yum. Okay. Wow, what number are we at actually? Hello, Igami. Hello, Deemer. Hello, Ibukize. Uh, I am still alive. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my reference. Okay. 270, 270, 270. Okay. So what? Today we continue. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I need to fix some face proportion. I need to get the hair done. I need to maybe this pose seems a little bit static now. I don't know why. The angles are not angular enough. Yeah, maybe it's like thing. It's like a Tetris piece, right? Piece. Tetris piece right now. Like this is 290 degrees maybe. Maybe I bring the leg forwards a bit. Actually, no. This feels like we're going forwards faster. No? Yeah, it doesn't have that angle. It feels like because of this part of the pants, the skirt, the thing. This is 290 maybe, and this is 290. Okay, wow, I have a lot of stuff I need to go through. And let me start making notes now. It is time to bring out the red layers. Very cool. Well, what is this? Oh, it's like some other idea. Not even related anymore. Cool. So obviously... Actually, no, I don't have the red layer right now because I can still see it. Like, these errors are very obvious, so I don't have to note them down. We're just gonna ball. I need to... Let's get some inspiration from the shapes here, I guess. Hope everyone is doing good today. I don't feel the hair right now. Let's see. Should I go crazy with it or should I not go crazy with it? What's the difference? Guess I will break the contrast setup. Ooga. Mia dance for us? Oh dang, dude. Yeah, you did say he was practicing dancing. That's cool. Very cool. But like, did he turn on his camera and dance? Via VR chat? Oh, like VR tracking and then he danced? Ah, damn. Yeah, social anxiety has nightmares of that man. Dang. Very cool. In a good way, right? I'm assuming in a good way. is broken, huh? Not very cool. Not very cash money of me. Who broke my lines, broski? In a faltering way? I don't know what that means. I gotta use my brain for this one. What does faltering mean again? Losing strength or momentum. What? Okay, there's like so much lore to unpack here. I was not aware that people thought that he was a she. That I'm not aware of. But I'm glad that's cleared up, right? I can only assume that that is a good thing in his eyes. But I don't know what that means. So does that mean that his dance is not good, or is that good? Or is like, oh, you mean like they think that he's a female now? Ah, okay. I see. That is interesting. That I have no comments. I've never seen him dance, just to be clear. This dancing part of him is something I only know like 2 weeks ago, I think. Maybe he did briefly mention it way in the past. I don't think so though. I feel like it's a more recent thing. So I'm not aware. Oh, I hope at least he's happy with himself. Very cool. Target is missing. Target is missing. Oh yeah. Alright, let's send that setting. Sequence setting is fine. Controller is not gonna worry about that key over there. What? I don't know why people got that idea. I don't know what that means. Is this why it's like to feel like a year old, you know? Like you just don't understand what's happening with all the youngsters and all their jokes. I'm not saying like this is like related to age. I'm just saying like this feeling of not being in the loop. It's just like how you're slowly sort of leaving relevance. Essentially, that's what it is. Oh wow, okay. I actually ate the space up. Is that a problem? Not if I take care of this part. Now, this part sequencing should be able to force the system back in place, I think, including that. So that should not be a problem. Do not foresee that being a problem. This might be a problem because the bright spot here versus the really dark stuff here, in order to contrast the sword, this is definitely a problem. Hello, Uni. Well, I mean, you guys have my blessing. You guys have my blessings. I mean, these are yours. You guys's. Feel free. Yes, don't worry about me, Bukize. I hereby announce that I will not be running for the presidency. So, all the other candidates, please feel free. Have to read on the sequence? I do not. I mean, at this point, I kind of want to just screw some of the details. It's getting a little bit too heavy to worry about each and every little thing. We just fix the biggest thing each time. Like right now, I'm not happy about the hair, but I'm just gonna leave it. I don't really know what I want out of it, so it's good enough. I need to fix her face. To make her head bigger, maybe? Yeah, go upwards a bit. God damn, this would be so close to this point. Now my computer crashes every time I try to put it to sleep. Wow. That is very interesting, actually. So it's left over some kind of side effect. So why would it crash, right? Uni, have you tried if you what's it called? If you type event viewer like this into the start menu, there will be a Windows utility that comes up. Inside that thing. I wouldn't recommend you show this to other people though, by the way. You just do it by yourself. But event viewer, if your Windows crashes, you can go to system over here. There's too many locks. You can right click this and you can filter. Right click the system and you can filter. You can filter by critical and error, and then you can see what comes up. I still get this nonsense. I don't know what this is. What the fuck is all this shit? Actually, what happened to my warning? Yeah, I don't get the warning anymore. Once I put my computer sideways, I don't get the GPU warning anymore. Like this thing here. The last time is on the 22nd. Oh, actually that is not the last time, I'm pretty sure. Didn't I crash on the 25th? Where'd it go? Oh yeah. Sorry, 22nd? No, it was the 12th. I can't remember when it crashed actually. Might be something in there. And I just give it to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT is like, "Ooh, your computer has cancer. You gotta buy a new one." What? Did I forget to take my drugs today? Indeed. Am I breaking it? I don't know. No warning on my lines here. We booted from a bug check? Yeah, probably have to look at the details. And then beyond that, I don't know what else I can do. What else you can do. Maple story. Dum, 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 dum. If I second, maybe I'll go Maple Story instead. Maybe no Fontaine for me. Maybe I'll go Maple Story. Arc Knight seems like a terrible world to reincarnate into. Holy shit, everyone is just dying of disease. God damn. No, thank you. Maple Story is kind of nice, I guess. There's just like a evil mage that's trying to destroy everything. It's pretty normal as things go. I'll take that. Genshin seems pretty cool too. Was that like an existential threat in Genshin? What else is there? Which warning is being thrown right now? I cannot tell. Something looks weird. I might need a clean up line, set of lines actually. I might need a clean set of lines here. I can't tell what's happening. She's what? Not wearing anything around the shoulders. Okay. And I haven't dealt with the goldfish stuff yet. Oh shit, she's got ear ornaments too. Earrings. It's a lot of stuff. Static, right? Static key? Okay. Right, it's not feeling, I'm not feeling the vibes, right? So we need to feel it, make it a little bit smoother. Delete that thing. The ear's target is over here. It's the arm. There are boots. It does feel like it is kind of far back now. Oh man, shit. What am I looking at? Did I give her 2 lines for shoulders? What am I seeing? Okay. I need the okay, I need the light on the ceiling. Ceiling. Also, should I leave it this white? Should I put something there or no? Can I even put something there? Oh, it's like this. Maybe that's lower, right? Oh no, this is higher. It is targeting this part. Star. Okay, so middle. Okay. Targeting mid. Yeah. Opo. Opo. Why am I doing like this? I should just draw a circle and then adjust it into place here. This looks like shit. So what am I looking at? Up part way, did this and this. Order. I'm so tempted to construct this properly, but it's gonna take so much time. I don't want to do it. You can update firmware on SSD. Well, at least it's something to try, I suppose. Oh no, this is not good. There's an opening in this ring and it's only on the front facing side. We should be facing the user, which means that this here needs to wait until the thing gets settled because it is right smack over there. So that means that there's an opening here. Let's say I put it there. So this would be the new setup, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they come out. Connect. And then out, right? And then what? just kind of exists. Okay, sure, why not? So this comes out. Maybe it's too much. This way, come out, exists somewhere over there. And my circle is probably way too big. Yeah, it's way too big. Yeah, art is fun, they said. Wow, so fun. Holy crap. Can I not draw this? Can I find a way to not draw this? I think there is no way to not draw this. God damn. Wait. Oh, the foot is here. Her foot looks like this. I need to match it up with the running pose, which is that. So... I hope that's it, yeah. That's such a... My god, it went from maybe that's it. Hey, that's it. Wait, no, I hope that's it. I feel like I hear that every day at work. Where are your shoes, lady? Here. Wow. That's a huge foot. Is your foot bigger than your head? It's not. Yeah, that's a huge foot. Okay. Alright, thereabouts. Something feels very slow here. It doesn't feel like she's going that fast, does it? Maybe the hair should have gone higher here. Yeah, maybe we need some space between so I don't have the shapes merging. Now there's even more contrast between the hair and the white space behind, which then makes it even more visually striking. I think. Anyways. I mean, I don't really know why it's crashing so much for you. Maybe it's just a Windows 11 thing. There's a lot of GitHubs out there that helps you delete all the bloatware and all the micro slop. Slip, slop, slop. I want to go through my files. Yeah, files that you never see and open up again. But you have it. Yeah, file server. Well, I don't. I don't have anything off the top of my head because I don't really use them. But I've seen a lot of what's the word? People talking about it. Whenever it's like installing Windows time, hey, I got a new computer. It's time to install Windows, I guess. And everyone's like, oh, gotta make sure to delete all the marketing data collection and stuff. The only thing I do is I go through the settings and turn them off one by one. But I don't run the stuff because I don't know what people have in the GitHubs. I don't know what it does. Kind of sketchy. That's why ChatGPT is great. I just tell it to read the repo. Hey, can you read this repo and tell me what it does? Does it do what it says it does, or does it do more than that? But it's prone to missing stuff, I guess, so you still kind of have to read it. I haven't upgraded. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I haven't upgraded from Windows 10 yet. Wow. I should just get a new computer. And then move all the stuff over. Are the rent prices down yet? Hope they're at least showing signs of slowing down. The price going up. Of the price going up. What? There is some nonsense here that I cannot see anymore, but there should be something here too. Because my arm is here, the arm's flap is there, and then there's like stuff here. Yeah, the bubble bursting. Okay. 終わった。見えないんでござる。What the fuck am I looking at, bro? My fingers are here. I wonder how this is gonna look when I finish rendering it. Is this readable? What is the staff color? Red at the top, white in the bottom. What is the glove color? It's red. Of course it's red. I don't want the staff to get any closer to her face. So, what other options did I have? Not sure. What do I have to do, I think? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Digital Ocean is like, hey, you gotta pay up. Or your Discord bot, which actually, speaking of which, is it still online? I haven't checked this uptime in a while. Is it dying? Or is it still up? Where's my bot status reporting? Last check-in is 9:55 p.m. right now. Okay, cool. The bot is still alive. Very cool. I see that both George and DTB ruined their 6-7 counts by saying 6-7 68 times. So, my condolences. There's no way to reset the count. Not for you guys anyways. So, GG. I won this thing here. Yeah, maybe this shouldn't stretch all the way up top, right? That's... And what's gonna be here though? This is like a weird space now. If I do it like this. Yeah, not to mention this kind of interferes with my beam of light here. That's not too bad though. I don't think that matters that much. I just thought it'd be cooler if the whatever this is, the cape thingy is a bit torn up. And then we get some more sharper angular shapes in here. Maybe I'll keep it for now. I have the shape of her cape become the background. I mean, it kind of is. The implication is that it's... So this one piece here, because her thing splits into like multiple pieces, right? So there's one that's the closest to us, which will be in front of the middle piece, which is the one that then sort of becomes this background, like encompasses this background. So it's well, that was the original idea anyways. But like we had this issue where if you look at the bottom here, there's no good reason for the cape to come all the way down. So in the end, I've decided to just use the staff instead. So the staff is gonna kind of sit in between the bright and the dark and sort of be the delimiter. Kind of like how this dude here in the reference, right? This dude here in the reference is just kind of just here. Like Min did this crazy piece where there's like 5 bajillion things on the same screen. And I guess sometimes you just put them side by side and I guess it's fine. Sure, I guess. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. I never thought about this, but negative space on top of everything else. Actually, I wonder, can I sneak? Can you imagine if I can sneak some kind of shape into this negative space, rather this white space here, and make it look like someone's face or something? That'd be insane. Dang, dude. I don't think I have any idea on like what I can even put here. Much less try to make it work, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Anyway, in another lifetime, I suppose. It's always another life. So let's see. Our angry dude here lost his entourage because I have shit in the face now. Maybe I'll move the entourage. Maybe I'll move his face over a bit. It feels like Hoshi needs more space, like how you had it before. Let me see. Yeah, I like Hoshi's original head angle and stuff, but it didn't feel like she was moving that fast. Yeah, I don't know. This is such a rabbit hole. Like it's very overwhelming because like usually you draw one thing, you look at it, you get a feel for it, you try something, and then you're like, oh, this is better, this is worse. But like there's like 10 bajillion things happening. I don't know. Like changing one thing doesn't really help. Her leg being attached to the ground, huh? That is true, right? Because originally it was very clear that it's kind of like the cape kind of vibe, which don't really work. But that was because she wasn't wearing her stuff yet. I don't know how else I can cut a space here, because I wouldn't be the clothing would not allow that, I think. It wouldn't be that bad, right? I think, because I would maybe have like some kind of glow around this. And then value-wise, it was separate. Likely, I think. I mean, I likely have to do something like that anyways. Because the light is coming from the top. It's going to catch on the top of the mic here. So these guys will be pretty bright. Same for the hen. Same for this area here. That's maybe a little bit too much, but Yeah, I don't know. At this point, it's like a little bit too much. I think I have to take the L if it doesn't look as good. It is what it is. There's still a lot of stuff, way too many things to still go through. Primarily the stage lights. I think that's gonna be the death of me, because they're in. Oh man, like they're in their position is the same grid as the stage, but they themselves are going to be tilted at a weird ass angle. And I don't know about how, like, theater enough. I don't know which stage lights will be active when she's singing like this. I can assume that there's only one spotlight on her. Kind of like how there's only one spotlight on Lappy here. And then everything else will be off. I think that's the only way I can go about it, because it's going to be way too much. Not to mention it will interfere with the values, I think. So we just go with that idea and never look back. Yeah. So much work, broski. Just so much work. Oh my god. I need a place to show the guy's buddy. Where is his buddy gonna be? Hey, look at me, I'm still here. I'm still relevant. Oh no, I'm so far away. Woo. God damn it, dude. Stupid ass jacket. If I shift this down, maybe this head can float a little bit higher. I mean, given this angle, like, he can't really be that high up. The jacket's kind of ruining everything. I want it to be here though. It looks so boring if I just cut this in. Like that. Does it? Maybe not? Oh. 何これ? Why is that like an empty void? Oh, because I oh my god, I hate this nonsense. What is that even for actually? The void. Oh, it's for this guy. It means everything out here should be fine. Oh, this could work. Just pointed at him. Let me draw. And then the guy's face, like, kind of half covered. I think that is probably fine. 明るいね、ここ。誰? Is it in the negative? Oh, it's in the clip. Naruhodo. How do I do this? Bit of a warning on the guy's face. How does it feel to look like at this right now? Yeah, Hoshi's head and everything feels so small now. Original one had, yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but the proportion also didn't really work. I find like this happens pretty often, like from between the really rough sketch phase into like the slightly cleaner sketch phase. Things just don't work out anymore because like, oh yeah, it's not the right size. Doesn't feel like the same anymore. Can I just make it a little bit bigger, please? And then this guy... how do I feel about this guy? I feel like he's kind of small too. But I'm not used to drawing illustrations like this. I think it might be unfounded, my worries. Yeah, I feel like if I just did this, I would be able to get a good feel for it. But the thing is, I don't feel anything. Like, I feel like it could work either way. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily too big or too small because I can still kind of see. But it's just so different from what you always tend to like do with just a single character illustration. It just feels so weird. Like right now, like I feel like I want to feel the space up here with this, but I also don't know. Can I move Hoshi a little bit higher? Maybe I can make her body a little bit longer here. Uh-oh, this is a dangerous operation. What's this gonna do? Oh, not too bad, okay. So I really have no idea where her body is. We lost that sketch like 5 years ago. Holy shit, where is it? Yeah, because if I were to make it longer, it would go further forwards. I just want there to be... No, actually, no, it should be in between the two of them. So it's got like a nice triangle between the faces too. So actually, maybe this is it. This is it, huh? Because if I go up higher... Oh, it's still a triangle though. And we won't even go that far. Okay. Not being able to see the other leg feels a little weird, but I think with this clothing, there's no other choice here. Can I sneak it? But would you be able to see it though, is the thing. There is a cut in the skirt. What does that do though? So if I'm lifting up my legs, it will drape off, right? But if it's fast enough, like if you're fast enough, then maybe there's enough inertia on the bottom of the clothing that part around your ankles, and then maybe you can see the foot, a little bit of the foot. But then it will be, the legs are like here though. You have to, like the clothing will have to go like above the... the more I think about it, the weirder it looks. You can't see the foot, but it makes perfect sense. Shit. I'm psyching myself out. Maybe I compromise and do like a tiny little thing. I'm psyching myself out so hard. Please. Just let it be over. Where's my grid? if I don't put in our Kichise as the fan, which is actually kind of complicated and hard now, I can shift her over a bit more, and that might open up this spot a little bit more. But what happens if I do open it up though? What's the difference? What's gonna change? Like, I feel like this part here should be white, right? Because there's nothing there. I was just drawing the sticks. So like that means the foot here has enough separation, but then this guy here doesn't have any separation here. I suppose I could do that, but then like have it overlapping the foot? Maybe I do need to shift this over. Is there another running pose where her foot is a bit forwards? I can always do that too, I guess. This first one, but her body is straighter. Okay, yeah, mine is very sideways because she's supposed to be like full sprint. But if I compare to this one, we're not even really that full sprint either. Kind of like in a halfway in between thing. Oh, how much further can I shift her foot? Let's say, so her body is here, right? That means her hips are meant to be here. It would be weird if it's here because you're leaning forwards, but then your legs are kind of facing down, and you can't really run like that, I don't think. So if it's falling this way, for this foot to go forwards, what if I do that, and then I do this? But these two feet, the feet is too close. Not to mention the skirt is still gonna come over anyways, right? I'm just gonna YOLO and break it first. This doesn't make any sense, what I'm about to do, I think. Yeah, the shading is also kind of messing up the evaluation. Well, I tried. Don't care. So I need ceiling lights, and I need to decide if I want to do this. The back. It is kind of a bit of a squeeze. Where was the cheering thing yesterday? Oh, I didn't take it off because it's wrong angle. Actually, it doesn't even matter if it's the wrong angle. It just means that the camera is below. Shit. Right, let me find it again. Kagame it was. Kagame X. Atora. Yabai. 出てこねえ。じゃあ日本語で。Kagame. 出た。どこですか？ここら辺のはずだ。 Yeah, why? Didn't I find it here on his account? No, yeah, it's here. Oh man, I can't copy the GIF address. I just take some screenshots here. Eat them over here. I'll send the link in case anybody wants it. Here we go. Okay, proceed with the main setup here. Check. What am I doing? Okay, cool. Oh man, let's do it here. Where's Kichise? Over here. I do need to confirm though. She is a big fan, right? How big of a fan is she? Owner of the Lucky Star Pachinko Parlor and a huge fan of Momoka. Huge fan, huh? Okay. Good enough for me, I think. What about what's the Rizzler's name? Oh man, what's his name again? I cannot remember his name because I only remember him as the Rizzler. Holy, what is his name? It starts with M. It's gotta be here somewhere. Yeah, bye. Well, the guy's name is not in the synopsis. What? Very sad. I don't think his face will appear. I think there are probably better Rizzlers. I would have to... What? His name doesn't appear a single time in the Arknights Wiki synopsis for the event. That's crazy. What? Is my deal even relevant? Should I bother? Oh, he's got it's a guy face too, no less. Oh, he's here. I found him. Matsukiri. Okay. I'm just gonna do my due diligence and see if he is a fan. Yeah, okay, probably not interested. And let's do one thing at a time. I'm gonna die here. There's a friend with the idol? Wow, what a flex. Sasuga Rizzler. What are her eyes? She's kind of tired looking eyes, so let's not open it too much. Open it a bit. He has an udon shop? Okay, that's the first time I'm hearing this. Dang, dude. Maybe that's where all the risk comes from. The noodles. Being able to cook. I see. Wow, my man's got the culinary skills and the mystique of being an information broker. What a Rizzler. He has all the ladies. Holy crap. Good thing I don't like udon. Maybe I will fall for him too. As a kid, my aspirations was to be an information broker. Young me was very, very smart. He was like, oh, information is power. I want to be an information broker. But I hate talking to people. It was over before I even started. Holy crap, so fast. I remember watching what Durarara. There's what's his name again? Izaya. He's the information broker, right? The guy with the tiny sword, the tiny knife, pocket knife. Has some kind of feud with the shit. The very strong guy. I don't remember his name. Very strong blonde guy. Garbage truck driver. Oh man, I didn't know how much they made, dude. There was a joke on Reddit or somewhere I saw. It's like, you know, the preschool, the teachers really do be telling you not to like, you better study or you're gonna end up being a garbage truck driver. But they just don't tell you that they actually make more than the teachers themselves. Hello, Debay. Oh my god. Yes. I got this, Dubé. Very cool. It's auto-completing to a prescription medicine used to treat generalized anxiety disorder, also known as GAD. I have never heard of this acronym before. But I guess we gotta go here. Yes, thank you, Dubé. Alright, there you go. Sequence is checked. Oh, wow, okay. Wait a minute. Very pog, very pog. Oh my god. What am I looking at? There's so many colors here. Like, this kind of colors has to just be... I was gonna say like airbrushed in and then painted over, and then I saw this and I'm like, that looks exactly like the gradient map preset that I have. That I took from someone else who was giving it out for free. What is this rendering though? Like, I feel like it's... It feels like there are no hard edges, but it's also not necessarily like that blurred out. It's like every single edge has like some amount of blurring happening, or it might just be the JPEG compression. It feels like a marble statue or something. Very interesting. There's no textures or something. Yeah, it doesn't... There's like no... There's not a lot of textures. It just feels very smooth, and there's a lot of colors and a lot of planes. Very interesting, indeed. Wow, what? Just to be clear, I'm impressed by the technical skill. I don't actually really like the style that much. It's too colorful for me. Things are not grouped together enough. Like, it is grouped, right? This is orange and this is yellow. But like, there are a lot of these sort of highlights and accents in there, and it feels like a bit too psychedelic. And psychedelic's not really the right word. It's just too colorful. I think psychedelic's like a very specific type of colorful. High contrast, very red and green. Everything feels like it's some kind of a crystal. Everything feels very specular, very shiny because of the highlights. Very shiny. Yeah, I see. It's not necessarily that. You can hold out here. With a girl there's a girl with a horn that's mostly gray and with purple, green, blue. Let's see if we can find it. What? There's an AI button here now? I didn't know that. Get out of here. The AI button there? I didn't know that. I heard people were complaining that it's like they were putting AI stuff in. Holy shit, is this not safe for work? But I didn't realize they mean like right here. What? Mostly gray with like some. Okay, I wasn't looking. You almost got to it? Oh, it's like below. Was I being a tease? Where is it? Oh, this one. Ooh. It is very interesting. Like the colors and the vibe. The vibes are very interesting. The way that things are set up is very unique. I don't know if I felt this before. It's very iridescent, maybe. It's kind of like opal, kind of like one of those holographic kind of vibes, but not as strong. It's a bit muted. Sorry, I'm looking for. Let me see. I noticed that they have a lot of these sort of. It's really hard to zoom into it. These white lines here that goes around the edges. There are like a lot of them. I feel like maybe even in certain ones in spots that I wouldn't think that would make sense. I don't know where. I guess there's a ledge there catching light. Something is driving the entire sequence here. Right, maybe it's it's that line sort of setup that kind of has that contrast. That then does what though? I don't know what I'm feeling right now. Yeah, I was seeing it on the other one, the one that I was looking at before we try to find this one, or what's the one with the Neverland? Because I was seeing it in the eyes here. There's like this line here, and then there's like lines, and then more lines, and then a lot of like these bright lines here everywhere, and it makes everything feels really hard. Almost like there's some kind of a filter applied. But then like everything else is like some of the other parts are like smooth, and then there's like a light ledge here, right? It makes it feel kind of weird on the face. What am I feeling here? So the balance between Why so broad strokes of blurring tiny details? Is there no in between? No, that's not true either, right? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's like a balance thing that I'm feeling that is kind of I don't know if I want to say if I like it or don't like it. I think it's kind of neutral, but like, because a lot of these details these lines are making me feel like there are tiny details, like very thin sort of ledges and plane transitions, but very sharp edged because of the harshness of the light. But then like the big areas are all very gentle gradients. So I feel like all I'm seeing are like these big patches of smooth stuff and then just very tiny lines that sort of separate the thing. And it doesn't feel very balanced because there's like no in between almost. You have big patches of smooth and then very tiny areas of hard edges. Maybe it's something like that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, like the way that this is rendered. Just a lot of these lines, huh? It almost feel like you would do a rough, you do a bunch of colors that's like maybe big airbrush or something, big marker brush, get some colors in, and you almost go in and just redraw everything. Like as though they were just lines. Like of course you have to redraw and repaint it, but like it feels like they're just drawing lines to define everything rather than necessarily like painting in planes and stuff. Because everything is so thin, I guess. That's like bigger shapes, but then there's still a lot of these things, huh? Anyways, I wouldn't know how you would break down this, by the way. Like the way that they're rendering, this has to be like very like, oh, this feels good, this feels right. I don't know what logic I would try to break this down. I don't think I can study this properly. How would I even study this? Anyways, thank you, Dubé. That feels like gradient map, right? This has to be, right? This is such a gradient map kind of vibe, I think. Like the way that noise worked, it feels very digital because it's like a JPEG compression thing, or it's going to be some kind of filter, black and white into this. Wait, I'm gonna go crazy with this thing, playing the same music, same 1 minute music over like 60 minutes. Where is my big playlist? It is an eye-opener though. This is definitely an eye-opener because it's very different from all the stuff that I've seen, I feel like. Wait, is this explicit? I just realized. I'm just looking at the colors and textures. I guess the theme is a little bit explicit, huh? It's okay, YouTube, it's art. It's not porn, it's not gooning, it's art. Oh, Deemer. Did you react to the word goon? Target? Oh. Hello, George? Oh, look at you guys. Professionals. Only comes out when called upon. Two professionals. Dang, I need to add a goon counter too at this rate. Oh yeah, George, congrats on saying 6-7 68 times. I'm sure that doesn't bother you at all. It's kind of funny too, right? Like, if you think about it, 6-7... Once you hit the number 67 times, you kind of really don't want to say it anymore. So it's like a self-limiting thing. But I guess if you do break past that limit by accident or something, I guess like all hell breaks loose. You're just gonna do whatever. No. Nothing left to lose. One step away from the edge. Very poetic. Can I call? Okay. There's a what? There's a mole here, right? There's like a mark here. Here is up. Check. Tip. Check. Inside fluff. Check. Ring. Tip. Nothing. Cool. Check. Okay. What now? Hair and the body. We just need. Okay, what am I gonna see here? I don't think we have space for anything else. But I do kind of need to show at least one light stick, because otherwise I need one light stick to be visible, and then we rely on the setup here. So we need to make it the screen pretty distinct from the background, which wouldn't be hard because it would just be pretty dark here, and then the screen would be bright, and we'll put in some texture on the screen to show that it is a screen. Well, I don't know what texture would be good. Maybe some chromatic aberration too. Consistently apply the same amount of transformation across the entire screen. Maybe that would help with the setup. Do I want the hair to be static or moving? Is that like an accent in the hair? Where's the E2 art? Did I not bring it in? Oh my god. Oh, you don't even see the right angle. Okay, thank you. She has 4 years? Oh my god. Banished to the Shadow Realm. This is actually heresy. For the Emperor. If I write a story, there's gonna be a faction in there that's gonna be like a purist or something. It's like 4 years. You have 4 years? That's heresy. Yeah, Nekomimi police. Yes, please take care of your Nekomimis, like your Kemono Mimis, because this is oh my god, the piercings. Maybe it's because like you don't have this in real life, right? People don't actually have animal ears, so seeing the piercings just makes it feel like animal abuse immediately. But yeah, of course, they're you know, these characters can do what they want with their bodies, of course, of course. For the Emperor. At this rate, I should really play the Space Marine games. Wait, did they sequence it? No, nothing too special. Yeah, yeah. どうせ見えないんだろうな。なんで? Oh, is my keyboard Japanese? Oh, yeah, I changed. Alright, good night, Uni. Have a good night. I need the hand to be here. I don't really need to render the hand that well. Why did I erase the bottom of the chin? Did I just not have it drawn? Oh. Short hair, but it kind of opens out like an octopus. Like one of those octopus wieners. What? Earrings? Ah, earrings. I think her other side probably has more hair. I think I'm not gonna draw the ears. Because it is heresy. Oh man. We have to put this in though. Yeah, it should be here, but I'm not gonna do it. I guess slant it somewhere? Oh, yeah, it's like a very minor thing. Let me check. Might be a problem here. I didn't account for perspective. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, do it like this then. I'm really enjoying sort of blocking out shapes now and then just refining it by erasure. Because it is so much easier to get a good feel for where it is in the space. I do not have space for this. Actually, you know what? Let's just move her in now. Would she be this big though? Also, I have a different problem here. Her eyes need to go up a little bit. She needs to look like she's looking up at the stage, at the performer. Because the assumption here is that the camera is below her. And it? Actually, it kind of worked already, no? Hang on, hang on. It's more flat, okay, copy. That we can do. Let's clear the bottom then. Clear the bottom. Rounder eyes, that's fair. This cheek should go up. Okay. Eyes are not aligned, I think. Where's the warning here? Here, I think. Oh, this part too. And finally cool. It should be stable. I have to put it close to the face here. I think ideally I wouldn't want it to be here. But she doesn't look like she's singing a very fast song. I don't know what... I have never been to an... I suppose I could look at a concert and see what the fans would do in such a situation. But I'm just gonna have her be awestruck and just be like, oh my god, she is so beautiful. And then just kind of have the light sticks kind of by her face and just kind of be at a loss for what to do. That would be the setup for her. Hand size might be too big, don't care. Gonna move her in. It's so stupid I have to make her smaller to fit. When I'm just gonna upsize everything later. Can I upsize things now? Wait, is this self-contained? No, it's not. Okay, what's in here? Oh. Everything else needs to disappear off these two screens here. Oh, wait, 1 second. Put them in. It is... Yoink. Okay, now we're clear. Self-contained. I'm hoping the perspective grid moves together. If not, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. 1, 2. You come out first. Check. I'm still gonna leave some gap here for us to work with. And now our face is about the right size already. Probably need to make it smaller. Oh, okay, so let me see. I do have to see, actually. I have to see what cameras would do at a stage. What do I even search for? Fans at concert? Idol concert, maybe? Oh, I should have just searched for this yesterday. What am I doing yesterday? Yeah, look at this. This is great. So I cannot draw everybody. And the good thing is I only have space for one anyways. But I do think I have to put in a bunch of light sticks and a bunch of lights in the back here to suggest the current situation here. So I guess what's happening here is that she's kind of singing something slow, something emotional, kind of like in a very solo-y part of the performance maybe. So maybe music is probably not that loud, not that on, not that present. And then the stage is the only thing that is lit. Like she will be the only... Why is she so messed up actually? I just realized. Oh, you know what it is? It's the... Ah, shit. Anyways, let me finish my thought here. So she's going to be the only one that is lit. All the rest of the stage, including the rest of the concert hall, will be pretty dark. So in the screen here, it will probably be pretty dark, except for all the glow sticks. And that's how we're going to show like this is a screen, because there's going to be way too many glow sticks behind her for that to make sense, I hope. Let me fix this thing real quick. So I'm just going to reset this. Oh, did I not use 100% power previously? I guess I didn't. So this will be her space here, right? And then on top of that, we're gonna have some light being cast down from the spotlight here. We can even have contrast here with the underside of the hair if we want to. That can be kind of cool, I suppose. The back part here isn't quite dark enough now, because I wasn't preparing for it to be like this. Now that we are here, yeah, there'll be a good amount of contrast on her, especially because of the light here. And I have actually good idea of a reference. Wait, no, but Rella does a lot of these kind of strong lighting on what a single subject matter kind of thing. Maybe not necessarily a single, but on the characters, a strong light, strong contrast. We can frame the face with the shadow here. That would be nice. And our big guy in the back would be even less noticeable than this. Oh shit, it's the same layer. Very well. We're no longer the same layer. This guy? No, this guy. No, this guy. Where did my layers go, bro? It's here. It'll kind of look like this, I think. Value-wise, it'll probably be closer to this. And then our fan over here, where is she? Here. Where's my circle? Oh my god. Delete. I'm going to... What? Where? Oh, it's outside. Check. Need more light sticks around her, right? So it depends on where she's standing. Oh man, I might have to draw a bunch of hands here. That would suck, but I don't think I have a choice here. For the people in front of her. And then behind her, it would just be a sea of lights. This part would be kind of hard to get it to look natural, I think. Because it's not completely random. It'll be the only face that will be visible. That is cool. So this setup is fine. Let me see. Shadow for the background is accounted by this. Let me think. But the screen cannot possibly be dark though, because otherwise you can't see anything. So what am I saying here? It needs to be darker, but not that dark, because these fans need to be in the darkness here. But then there's even darker stuff here, as we sort of separate out the front and the back. This light is kind of strong because of the way it works. Since this light isn't a light, rather absent of the dark, it's not really letting me push through my shapes here. It is what it is. It's fine. Can deal with that later. I mean, if there's so much space here, I can't exactly let him be that unnoticeable. Or else it would look too empty. Maybe we'll bring it up a bit. Yeah, I need the guy. Where's my guy, dude? Oh, he's over there. Can I shift these two guys a bit over? What am I shifting here? Oh, some junk. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but any closer is a bit weird. Just they're right at the perfect spot right now. Allegedly. Supposedly. Okay, we're pretty close to getting into colors now. I just have to figure out the old man's face. And I need to figure out another sort of hairstyle, I guess. At least for this. Man, I started exercising now. And then my stomach just always feels hungry now. It's kind of insane. Stuff that I eat like double the amount I did before already. And I still feel very hungry. My body is kind of restarting as I'm trying to fit like some kind of exercise in every day. I say every day, but it's like more like 4 days a week. It's only half of the week. Let's see. We find a random henchman here, I guess. What do we have? They're all kind of different, huh? Interesting. Well, I mean... Let me check. Did he... Did our Rizzo ever talk to our main bad guy here? Can I put them side by side? Is that a problem? I'm trying to read the information here. And he's never mentioned in this list. That's kind of insane. It doesn't exist in the synopsis. Yeah, they never actually met, I think, in the story, I think. But I feel like we've included all three of the... Well, most of the main characters. If only we can just slot in the last guy, that would be perfect. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the washroom. inside. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna read the synopsis, by the way. I'm gonna read it real quick. Oh, he is mentioned, but under a separate name, I see. One you. The ninjas? I must have missed that. We have ninjas? Can I have a ninja here? Why we have a ninja now? What? Yeah, even the synopsis is long. That's kind of crazy. It kind of helps with the fight, though, but... Is there a place for me to put him in? Unlikely, right? Where's this? What is this? Oh, sequence. I don't need it. I need the lights now. Oh. I'll reset my lines here. Oh, I can always just break up the screen into tiny screens, and then that will make it super obvious that it's a screen. I need to draw a grid though. I need to draw a perfect grid. Might be easier to do this later. I think I need to cheat this, I think. It's kind of hard to do. And it's mixing up with the background. Okay, yeah, congratulations. If we make it more deliberate, then it'll be a bit more obvious that it's a screen. We have to round out all the corners, I guess. I made a mistake. I think I should have accounted for the face first. Oh, anyways, this will drive the idea home. We can just get it done later. Good enough. Intro sequence is on. That's fine. Wait. What is this? Oh, because it depends on where there is. Yeah, I have no idea. I think it's fine then. At some point it needs to fade to black. That would be fine. Let's put this higher. Let's put it here. I need my lights. Ooh. How do they look like? Okay. So not quite the same kind of lights we have here. I don't think we get to choose just because the reference has to take over here. I see, yeah. Yeah, there's no space there. Okay. Sure. 2 seconds. Really? Let me think. I must be able to use the grid somehow here. I am trying to figure out how that will use it. Okay. A lot of things to decide, really. Like what kind of lights, what do they do? What kind of ratio of all the different lights and stuff like that. I'm just gonna ignore all of those things, I think. There's only one thing that we need to answer, is where are they pointing? What would they be pointing at? This current scene here is meant to have only lights on her, but does that mean every single light on her? Let's see, stage spotlight on idol. Would all the lights be on her, I wonder? It would depend, right? It would depend. It would depend on what the thing is supposed to be about. It might just be one, or it might be everything. Because it's kind of cheat if we say that the light is on her. Because every single thing will be pointed towards us, the camera, and therefore will just be a circle. Kind of pog. I don't know how to decide this. Oh yeah, if I do this, I do have to make sure the perspective matches too. God damn. This is hard. Doesn't look right, and I'm not doing the perspective right. Setup is not right. What else now? Yeah, the stage lights looks kind of weird and it doesn't fit the original here. But I also cannot justify putting any railing scaffolding in the middle because it will block our guy's face. It just looks kind of artificial right now. I think with the fact that there are no lights in the middle, which feels very odd to be the case. Do I have to drag something across here? Yeah, because anything in here would kind of... Maybe it's the fact that this kind of lined up a bit too much. Because there's no space here. I'll move this over. This might be better because we see more lights and it doesn't feel like we're leaving a huge giant empty space here, and then there's gonna be a gap here for basically no reason. Well, for a good reason, I guess, to just have some space, I think. This is not enough. What? What am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong line, bro. This is right above her head, but this is not really a problem. This, I know for a fact this wouldn't be a problem because we're gonna just airbrush the heck out of this area and make it super duper bright. It's just gonna be like this, like So we'll see enough. We'll be able to see the lights, shapes of the lamps. I don't know, the lights, stage lights through it. Should be fine. But I guess our guy is by himself now. I wanted to have like some henchmen with him, but now I don't even have space. Oh, and there's one thing I need to do is I need to carve this space out a little bit more for him, I think. Sorry, why is there another set of lines? Who's doing that? I don't need these guys now. Right, this feels a bit better. You guys need to come in here. Oh, not in there. For sure not in there. Oh, oops. Careful that, careful. We're no home. I think setup is complete then, if that's the case. The lights, I think I'm just gonna leave it to the rendering stage. So ideally everything is tight and correct. That is the best case scenario. But then when it comes to painting, to be able to get something really that detailed and that well rendered and tight is a lot of work from what I've felt so far. So for details like the stage lights and stuff, we do need it to be there to show that it is a stage, I think, to really help drive home the idea. But because people kind of know what to expect, and it's really not that important to see exactly what we're looking at, I'm gonna wait till the very end, because once all the characters go in and they have enough detail, then we can better judge like how much we can get away with the lights. And I don't think there's a need for me to do any more than just getting a rough idea of where they are right now. As much as I like to draw them out. I think that's kind of it for like the setup then. I don't like this mic here though. It feels way too in the way here. There's a lot of overlapping here with everything, including her hand and Hochi's leg here. There must be something I can do about this, because I don't think this is right. What? What is that? Huh, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the lights. Right. Right, so we cleared out the lake here, so we can see the lake now, which is good. Yeah, the skirt going up is kind of weird actually though. I just need to put the mic in a good spot here. I'll just probably redraw it to fit it into this space. It is pretty big, the circle. It's like bigger than her face. It's like the entire head, if not slightly bigger. So her head is this big. It would have to be like this big, but I think maybe I can slot it in here instead. This way the arm here, the hand. But there is those two things sticking out, so in order to accommodate for that, I'm gonna move it even lower, I think. It feels a little weird though. But at the same time, there's also no rule saying we have to draw the stupid stick. Is her arm kind of short? Maybe I can have it extend out even more actually. Yeah, what? That looks nicer, doesn't it? Wait, hang on a second. This is a bit tricky because my arm is on a different layer. I'm just gonna force it down here. That's fine. What in Nani? Is this junk? No. What layer is that? Oh. Lights, huh? Oh. Let's see. New check. Clear it. And then my hand is over here. Okay, yeah, feels weird. I probably need the model for this. See where it is and then see what I can get away with from there. I do kind of want to shift it. But let's ignore that. What's my... yeah, it's it was there. Now I want to shift it down. Can I do it sideways like this? I don't really like the mic. So if I do it sideways exactly like this, it really drops the profile down. And now we get the space actually. But this is still kind of intersecting, which is kind of annoying. So this will depend entirely on how the arm is going to work, I think. God, I'm so close to getting this set up, bro. This still doesn't look that right, though. I don't have a choice, I think. And I do have to have it here. Just have it as out of the way as possible. It will cover the breasts. I think that's fine. They were covered anyways by the frills. Now I don't have to draw frills. Now I actually have to draw frills overlap with metal sticks. It's great. Hello, Duvet. What's up, Duvet? Hope you guys are having more fun than I am. It's like a tiny thing though, but it's right there at the hand, bro. Alright, post my art. Let's go. What? Okay. I wasn't expecting them to be flying. That they would at least be standing. What's my pose again? Kind of leaning forwards, right? Oh, let me click. Eh, どういうことこれ? How do I get this pose though? Yeah, we are. So this is, yeah, right in front of them already. So if we turn the torso to kind of meet what we have, I guess we do have a lot more angle here. Let me try. Kind of like this, I suppose. The head is throwing me off so much because we're not doing this angle. Maybe make it a little bit longer. I think we can afford to make it just a little bit longer. Because I'm expecting, I guess this should be a little bit closer to the top of the head. Ours is not quite there yet. It just feels a little short to me, but I don't know which way it's supposed to go. So I'm just gonna shift it a little bit longer somehow. Guess I'll do this. Ah, これかな。これ。これだ。Why is there another set of lines there? Who is that? Oh, it is the same thing. Oh, hello, Mizukine. Wow, it's been a while. なんか違うんだよね。ここはちょっと上で、ここはもう少しこうかな。I see. Well, I hope you have taken enough of a rest to recover. Kind of hard to, how should I say this? It's like, once the things really start to get going, like the problems start coming, it becomes harder and harder and harder because you also don't have time in real life to be taking that long off. That long of a time off. So if you, I hope you're doing good. It can be pretty hard to keep it under control, I think. Did I draw stars again? God damn it. Kinda big. Make it smaller. We're targeting her size of her head, so they are boots. Should I set it at a different angle, I wonder? Yeah, well, I mean, like, the floor is this way, so if we fit perspective, it would be like this, but it doesn't make any sense. She'll probably be tilting it towards herself. But it's a huge thing, right? I don't think she's gonna be lifting the entire thing and shouting at her face. So it would probably be set at an angle. Is this a mic? It has to be, right? I just realized I didn't really check, but... Yeah, let me check it real quick. Go. Oops. Right, her mic has been installed with art units for easier use. Okay, has to be a mic. Very cool. This sort of aligns parallel with the arm. I don't know if that's a good idea. Contrast is what makes things interesting, but then it's not like we're gonna go this way. It's just maybe a little bit too much. Maybe we just have it come this way then. I don't know what's the perfect like sort of distance to hold a mic at. So this might look weird to someone who actually does sing. Which fortunately is not that many people. So I don't have to worry too much about that. I'm also probably worrying too much anyways. I don't think it needs to be that accurate. But as long as I'm doing it, I do kind of want to do it as right as possible. なんだここ。見えないにゃ。見えないにゃ。 なんだここ。 balance is not quite right on the sides of it, I think. Looks like some kind of some weird kind of fruit. Actually, I remember seeing this in the Deep Rock Galactic. What's it called? I could have sworn I've seen this before. This thing? No, it's not. Wow. Looks kind of like this thing. I mean, where is it? Like this weird ass plant from this game. Sorry, nobody cares. Okay, this is a little bit better framed, I think, because we now have the shoe available and the character separation is a bit cleaner. She does feel a little bit too close, like here, I feel like. Arm still feels kind of small, doesn't it? Compared to the... Because the head is this big. For her proportions, her torso is expected to be bigger, I think longer than what the head would be. And the arm should match the length of it, right? But the thing is, we are kind of not at that specific angle, perhaps? We would not see the full length of it, but we would also see more than this, would we not? Oh man, I don't know. It does feel kind of short though. This is really probably really pushing it. Still not the worst, I think. I probably need to construct the anatomy for her again. With this pose in mind. I need to see it properly. I can't quite see it now anymore. But I think... this will be it, I think, for the comp. I think this would be it. I guess we don't get to see the other guy's face here. Yeah, it definitely looks too small. The hand definitely looks too small here. Definitely. What kind of scaling is this though? Do I scale the... Oh my god, that's not even the right tool. Do I scale the whole thing or should I drag it out? Both, maybe. It doesn't feel connected to her head anymore. Everything feels kind of weird. Somehow. Maybe it's too far forwards. Can I maybe push this back a bit? Let me check the back. Because the back is quite a bit further from the back of the head. We do have a bigger head. Although, maybe we shouldn't have a bigger head. Yeah, let's just redo the math tomorrow. Something here doesn't match up. I think maybe the entire body is too small or something. It's getting to the point where I've been staring at it for too long and it's just really weird now. Everything looks weird. Oh, I see. It's cool, right? Because like from afar, you would notice two characters, 100%. One from the silhouette and one from the value contrast in the light here. Or rather in the dark, in the light dark. And then we see the old guy. And then we might see our fan here, who is, I guess, not that relevant to the story, but still present. And then we have our last guy who is just not even here. Is there any way I can put the last guy in? Anyway, anywhere. Somewhere, somehow. There's like a very natural spot, I think. Because I'm seeing a triangle here with the heads, right? Like the heads here, they have a nice sort of triangle going on, 100%. Let me see. So we have one. Oh wow. We have 1, 2, 3. Now let me actually draw it to scale here. Right? So we have a circle here, a big circle here, a somewhat medium-sized circle here, right? So it's actually feels a little bit smaller here because our face is only like here. But anyways, so it feels like there is this thing in space here, like in 3D space almost, like some kind of perspective grid going on here. If we put our last guy here or something, it might be kind of interesting. But scaling is a problem. It's one thing because it should be the smallest, but it'll be barely visible. But it'll be kind of cool because we have one side profile, we have like a one that's like that, and then one that's like that, and then we have one that's going in the back, perhaps. I need a Rizzler. Where's my Rizzler? Riz. And it will also be kind of poetic that he's right at the border between light and dark. We have the dark, we have the light. We have someone who is a light in the dark because she is innocent to everything, just being sort of affected by everything. Then we have our Rizzler, who is an information broker who doesn't really care, I imagine, which way things go. I mean, they did help. He did help the protagonist here, but I feel like information brokers are probably more neutral. They just in it for the money kind of vibe. Maybe he's not. Who knows? But how would I put him there though? Is the thing. He can be like even more sneaky. He can be like just a side profile. Wait, let me see. Might be overdoing it though, to be honest. But if he is like a side profile here, how do you even draw a side profile actually? But like, what space does he exist in? Like, what is he doing? Just a face here? If the rest of his hair can actually join up with Hoshi's hair, that'd be kind of insane. Like the hair kind of had traces a silhouette of the back of his head. And then there's like a little bit of his face on the inside here. But like, why is the thing? It feels very out of place. It is very cool if we can make that happen, but it's very out of place. And it kind of breaks the balance, the size of the heads. If I make him like absurdly small, that is also like, why is he even there then? How do you even draw his side profile? This hair is insane. What is happening with his hair, bro? Uh, 3 out of 4. Good enough, right? I mean, it's like 4 out of 5, I suppose. Must be something I can do, man. Come on. Come on, baby. Any ideas? What am I looking at? If Min can get away with this kind of like complicated comp, surely we can put one more guy in here. Surely we can put one more guy in here. The problem with putting this guy in here is that if he stands out, it's kind of weird. But if he doesn't stand out, like he's even more obscure than our main antagonist here, then what does that imply about him, right? It's like, is he even more ominous, even more like in the dark, pulling the strings in the dark kind of vibe? Might give people the wrong ideas. Right, right, right. So actually that makes a lot of sense, right? So all of our main players here, they are very contrasty with the black and white. But then we have a secondary character here who is just going to likely melt into the background, ideally, because there's a lot of noise around her. So the shape of the character is not going to be that clear. Hoshi's shape very clear. Haruka's shape very clear. Even our bad guy is also going to be super clear, because even if it's very low contrast, he's going to be pretty obvious silhouetting against the dark. Whereas for our character here, she is going to be sort of surrounded by lights. And a lot of detail and a lot of these lines breaking up the screens, the hair and all that. It's going to be very messy, so it's going to be very hard to... she doesn't really stand out, but she exists. So if we want to put in our guy in this spot here, we might be able to get away with it if we have enough noise around this area, so that he kind of just exists almost as a piece of noise himself. I don't know how that will work, because we don't have an established sort of workflow for rendering. We don't have established sort of shapes and noises and textures that we usually use, so nothing comes to mind. That's just a vague idea of maybe if we use enough texture brushes over in the corner, we might be able to put a silhouette of him in without drawing too much attention. But then again, yeah, once again, if he is kind of barely noticeable, what does that imply about the character's role in the entire story that I didn't read? I kind of forgot the synopsis already, and we only read half of it. But yeah, what now? Yeah, and they're gonna avoid doing weird stuff with the textures and lights. It is interesting, right? But they these are not related. Wait. Oh, wait a second. No, nothing. I'm kind of tired for today. I think the last guy, maybe he can go in, maybe not. But regardless, whether if we're gonna put him in, I think the fact that he's not a main player means that we can always make the decision later. We can just paint him in later at the very end too, if we really want to. It might be an easier time, unironically, to put him in then, just because everything else will be done, and we can really see the impact of including the character or not. The current status of this is that it's It's kind of there in terms of the values too. I think there's some values I'm not 100% sure just yet. Like how dark is Hoshiguma gonna be in her darkest areas? So the surrounding background is definitely gonna be white. Is it going to be white? Actually, now that I think about it, the original idea was to have red and green, right? I think now it's definitely too late to go red and green. Red and green wouldn't work that well with such a complicated stuff because we would not be able to push a lot of different areas out, I think. So we might just go with like a more traditional basic set of colors approach. Basic, quote unquote. Actually, let me check values again because technically speaking, Hoshi's clothing here, this part especially, is gonna be pretty bright. How bright, I'm not sure, but that's what it's meant to be. Everything else is kind of dark. That's fine. Maybe I'll do that or something. I don't know. No, but that means it's joining here, right? Sequence should join up. We're holding the key for typing later. It's fine. Oh, wait a second. I'm not locked. Here it's not gonna be that dark because it's gonna be kind of green. We could make the tips a bit darker if we want to. But oh, because it's just really bright there. Let's see. talking. Hair is gonna be darker a bit. Yeah, okay. Playing the values a little bit too much. Kind of ruining it a little bit. But I also cannot justify everything being that bright because it's not at the same level as the skin, is it? Is it? Like, wait. Oh, G? Control Shift G? What is it? Oh, okay, here. It's too darker. I mean, although maybe mine's a bit too dark. I don't know. Maybe bring it up a bit. Anyway, so we'll give it enough glow here, and the worst case we can just do some weird magic with the lines and stuff. I don't really like that. Joink. Okay. Hoshiguma's light source is where? Top down? Just whatever, just top down. First is obviously top down. What about Mr. Guy? Mr. Guy is bottom up, obviously, because ominous. Right. Makes perfect sense. 100%. 100% bottom up. No questions asked. And then as for our character over here, she's gonna have her light. I'm just gonna keep her base color actually. I'll keep her base color and have a little bit of influence from all the light sticks around her. Which, what color would they be actually? Oh. Having it red would make the most sense, right? Yeah, let me think. So green, dark something, white and blue. And then next to her red glove, I guess there will be some nice contrast there by accident. She's mostly red. There's a blue shirt thing, suit thing that she's wearing. The background is gonna be some kind of very dark shadow. Could be. We have green, we have blue, we have red. What? RGB? What's the primary color though? The color they share will be blue, but I don't really want blue on this thing. Shouldn't be that strong. It should be red being the strongest, no? Yeah, no, I have to figure this out with actually painting it. I can't imagine how it will look like. Because there's a lot of, it depends on, yeah, on the ideas that it's gonna be here. Yeah, I don't know. This is the color for this, right? If it's Mr. Guy over here, I guess the colors below would be brighter or something. Alright, he's mostly white though, this guy. The clothing's white, the hair is white. Oh, whoops. I did a clipping mask by accident. That's cool. It's taking shape though. It's definitely taking shape. So, anyways, I think I'll hop off here for today. Tomorrow, I think first thing we'll do is already start to give a basic set of lines. I will come in and do a basic set of lines. I need to recraft her anatomy. I need to figure out how Mr. Guy's body and clothing work. So I can get in some lines so they can hold the shape while we do the color rough, right? And then once we have the anatomy sorted out, I'm gonna get a rough set of lines that's gonna account for everything, right? From the characters themselves to the clothing to the props to the lights to the screen, and everything is gonna be held in place by lines. And then we're gonna take out the colors again. I'm gonna repaint everything with colors in them. Kind of like what we did with the art of the Rhine Labs one. Then once we hit a satisfying point, I will either have to paint it or I'm going to have to clean the lines up and then paint it. I don't know which one just yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Right, I think, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we can figure it out when we get there. We can just look for references for quality control at that point. At that point, it should just be very, very manual. Like, it should be just a tedious process, but should be pretty straightforward. We don't have any special sort of materials. We have metal over here. We have metal scaffolding and metal mic. Maybe some ornament, like her earrings might be a little bit shinier. The screen needs a bit of a custom texture, but we can figure that out. That's no problem. The metal might be a bit tricky here. Rendering is one thing, but it might be too shiny. No, we have to make it shiny, otherwise it would be kind of hard to... It wouldn't stand out enough. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.